Hello. Same as we have different things that make us tick, we also have different addiction that could limit us, and this are related to the things that make us tick, and it could really limit our success. Let's take the case of a sanguine who is addicted to be out there with people, to catch fun, to be happy, to enjoy. They're addicted to seeking joy, seeking excitement. It's a great addiction for a sanguine. But this sometimes ends up making them very indisciplined or lack focus and consistency. If a sanguine is working on something, immediately let's go out and catch this fun, or something comes up, they quickly drift and they've all changed their program. And start wondering, was this person not saying that they are going to finish this report in time? They wanted to, but because they are so addicted to seeking fun and joy, it gets them distracted and it becomes limiting to the pursuit of their growth on it. What about the cholerics? The cholerics are addicted to achievement, results, and work. It's good because it brings them progress in life, but this addiction ends up harming their health so badly because they need that sleep, they need that rest, they don't do anything. And somebody says cholerics always end up maybe dying faster than the other temperament, and they die with a lot of pain, joints ache, because of too much work, too much addiction to achievement. Secondly, this addiction to achievement make choleric in the form that they always have problem with relationships. They don't care about humans, they care about addiction. So it's compromises that they could do for relationships. They all leave all of this pursuing addiction, or sometimes because they want to so much achieve, they break relationships here and there. If you stand on their way, they don't talk to you. If you stand on their way, they become an enemy to you. If you dare stand on the way of the addiction of achievement, you have a problem. Sometimes they abandon family, friends, everything is pursuing and pursuing. So this addiction ends up becoming limiting factor to the balance and their complete growth. Let's go to the melancholy, the addiction for perfectionist or perfectionism. I say, and this is my famous quote, perfection is a prison. Perfection is a prison. Once you can't let any imperfection pass your way, you're so driven by the fact that you can't allow a bit of disorder around you, or somebody doing work half measure, it becomes a problem. And for melancholy, this perfection, they are not only asking others to give them perfection, they themselves are trying to be perfect. For example, a melancholy can have a marketable skill. They will not advertise. They will be waiting until they know it and they are so perfect at it. Whereas other people will do it half measure, they learn along the way. No. If a melancholy wants to do a project, they'll wait to have all the money, all the plan, all the certainty. Forgetting that life, nothing is certain. You can, no matter how good your plan and your contingencies plans are, there is always a risk factor which can pop up without your plan. So they want to be so perfect that it limits their growth, it limits their success, it limits their just investment, everything. They can't take it half measure. So dear males, your perfection is good, but your addiction to it limits your growth. And what about the phlegmatic? The phlegmatics are addicted to seeking comfort. They want it easy, they want it comfortable. They just don't want anything that stresses or discomfort them 1 second, 1 minute. And this great addiction becomes a problem in the long run, because they bypass great opportunities. As Fleck can look at the job that pays him 4 times his current salary and looks at the job description, travel, you say, who will be traveling up and down? Just leave it. They think about a new structure to build. They look at just the stress of thinking how they have to raise the entire money. So just leave it. This is my small one, it's okay. That's why somebody jokingly said, Flex always wants, I need my small car, my small job, my small this, everything is small. Why? For them to make it big, they have to go out of their comfort zone. And it said, no one grows in a comfortable area or in their comfort zone. So addiction to some of the things we hold dearly, either socialization or engaging with dear friends or close ones, or achievement or perfectionist or comfort can end up being a very bad addiction that destroy our growth as a human being, not only our physical growth, even our spiritual growth. For example, if a flex seeks comfort too much, they don't want to pray, they don't want fasting. If a sanguine seeks enjoyment too much, you will reject any trace of suffering. If their marriage is getting a bit worse, they just like, no, I don't feel like it again, I've lost my emotion. It's all about emotion. Whereas life, there's a cross, and sometime in life, if we so much reject discomfort, we might end up not carrying that cross, or not growing in life, or rejecting opportunities halfway because they have shown a little trace of discomfort in our life. Hello.